guys, Violet here, and today I figured I would make a video about how computer games kind of fueled my weight loss as like a teenager. So, I mean, as embarrassing as it is to like admit that I was actually like an avid computer gamer, I was an avid computer gamer. Like, we're talking Neopets, Pop Tropica, Club Penguin, Toontown, Crystal Saga. What else we got? Dizzywood for a little bit, Cartoon Network, Addicting Games, BarbieGirl.com, remember when that was around? Yeah, I'm talking like we were into all of that. Being into those games, my dad was like an IT dude, so we always had like computers in our house. So it was just kind of like, you get home from school and then you would jump online really quick and check out like and see how all your friends are doing online, right? Because I didn't have any friends in real life, which is probably a con to playing computer games, but that's alright, that's alright. I was pretty big. Like, I'm an alright size now, but before I was like very round. Now, I wasn't just round, I was like, I couldn't run, like 6th grade, my mile time on a good day was like 17 minutes and 21 seconds. And that was with me jogging towards the end. And I couldn't do most of the things that my sisters could do. Like, I remember my little sister could ride her bike up this hill on the way to school, but I would always have to get off of my bike and walk up the hill because I couldn't keep up. And then but it was okay because I was flexible in other ways. Like, I was alright at like throwing a ball. Like, I could pitch if I had to. I was pretty active when it came to swimming. It was just like being on land and like having to run on land where I didn't do so hot. And a big reason because of all that was because I was coming home from school, hopping on the computer, and I wouldn't go run outside and play with like the rest of the kids in the neighborhood. So they were still like developing as like normal human beings, and I was like becoming a potato. And it kind of sucked because going into middle school, I got a lot of bullying and a lot of flack for my weight, and it was like really confusing to me because I was kind of popular online, or like not so popular, but I was just like, I played all these games so much that I was like in the higher levels, so a lot of people would always come to me for help and be like, hey, like, you're a higher level character, like, can you help me out? And of course I would always be like, yeah, like, because that was like one of my biggest things, was I enjoyed helping people. And so it was like in real life I couldn't really participate in all like in activities with people because a lot of people excluded me from things, but then online everybody wanted me to be like included, right? I don't know if you've ever heard of Toontown, but my little sister and I, we were like really into Toontown, like shamefully into Toontown. Like, we cried if we got kicked off of the game because it'd be like so much work, and you'd be like stressing out as an 11-year-old trying to play these games, and then your character would die and it would lose to one of these cogs, and you'd be like, fuck, right? Oh god. I'm just getting stressed just thinking about it. Anyways, but so I think when that game got shut down, I think, was it like 2013 or 2014 or something like that? When Toontown got shut down, the original Toontown online, I was like really, really devastated. Oh my god, there's a mouse. Damn it! I was really devastated. I actually cried when they announced that they were gonna shut down the game, just because it was like hours and hours and hours of like my childhood and me like building up this persona online that I could be, and not building this person in real life that I should have been. It was like all that was gone. I mean, it was funny, like the other day I realized, I was like, shoot, all those hours that my mom paid for me to be online, and like all those gift cards, like, of course my parents made me save up my money to buy the the prepaid cards to play on Toontown as a member. But there are months when they paid for my membership. And I just feel so bad now. I'm like, guys, you shouldn't have done it. Because that was like so much money. Like, they must have spent hundreds of dollars for me to play Toontown. Fuck. That was definitely, when they shut down the game, it was like, damn, like, what have I been doing? Nothing. And I think by that time I was in either sophomore year in high school or junior year in high school, and I was still playing the game, like, pretty regularly. Like, it was just my thing to do, you know? I'd go to school, not have that great of a time, and then I'd come home and it would be like, it's okay, I'll do my homework, and then I'll get to jump online and be that person that I want to be. But it wasn't really like that. It was like, I feel like it almost just made me a little bit more depressed because I was building this character that wasn't me. So the person that was supposed to be me wasn't seeing any of that progress that I was putting in 5-6 hours a day into. I remember just having this kind of like, just an epiphany. And it started out as like a small one. But I thought to myself, what if I invested that much more hard work into building myself, right? So what I did with this was, it was like right around that same time. So Toontown shut. Was that around the same time? It was like Toontown shut down, and then around the same time, I had also found out that I weighed as much as my dad, which isn't really that great. He was like 170, and then so was I. So it was like, oh. That was really embarrassing to find out. And especially because he was the one who was like, oh, you weigh as much as me. And I was like, oh, great. So on Toontown, you have like the round chubby characters, and then you have like your kind of medium body, or you have like your really skinny characters, and then you have like your like normal looking characters, right? And the thing that like got me was that, and this was that epiphany that I'm talking to you about, was that these, I'll fix this up part. The thing that got me was that these characters were always running unless I pressed the keys in such a way that they walked. But for the most part, they were like pretty fit characters, I felt like. And so I just decided to start jogging every once in a while. You know? Just because I was like, well, if my toon can do it, then I should be able to do it, right? And then in high school, and so that was kind of where it started. Because I was like, I should just run as much as my toon does. So then at first I started running with my older sister, and we would do like a mile or 2 miles or 3 miles. And then like on my own I was doing like 3 miles. 3 miles maybe like twice a week. And so slowly my number started coming down. And I got to be like I think I remember being like 160. And I was like so stoked because I was like, yes, like it's coming down, like, okay, I'm officially lower than dad. And then I was like, okay, well, what else? Like, so my toon's running all the time, but what else? And I was like, well, my character's a soldier, right? Basically, I mean, I'm supposed to be defending Toontown from the fucking cogs, right? So, shouldn't I then be a soldier? Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously not in the military now, but at the time, for my 15-year-old brain to be realizing this, I was like, hot damn. So then I started training to be in the military, and that was my goal. My goal was to be the soldier in real life that I was online. And sure, you're like, well, what the fuck, right? Like, it's a Disney game. It's not the same thing. But to me, it was, and that was what motivated me to get going, was to be as capable of a human being as my character. And so, even nowadays, like, I'll still, like, even now I'm still trying to see things that I can make up for. Like, what was my online character able to do that I'm not able to do right now? So, like, one thing was, like, the character could dance. And I was running, and I was, like, more pounds were coming off. And then I was, like, in the 140s. I think I didn't look at a scale at all while I was in the 150s. It went straight to 140s. And then when I got to into the 140s, I was like, okay, I'm getting close. Why, you ask? Because on Toontown, 137 was your max level that you could get to. And so I wanted to get below 137 for my weight. I was like, as long as I can get below, if I can just get to be below 137, I'll be stoked. So at this point I was doing push-ups every day, sit-ups every day, Pilates every day, and running pretty much every day, if not every other day. And I had a chart going, and I was writing, and I was like, okay, like, if I can just get down to 137. And then I did. And I was like, okay, well, what now? And so then I had my interview for the military, and botched that. So bad. Like, I can't even tell you how bad I did in that interview. Like, people are like, oh, why aren't you in the military? And honestly, it's because I screwed up the interview. Like, really, really bad. And I've never been good at, like, interviews or auditions or anything. Just give me the part, I'll slay. But if you make me audition, it's gonna be messed up. So then they created Toontown Rewritten, and I had to kind of start from scratch again. But it was almost nice because I could go about it with this newfound maturity where I was like, I don't have to be this other character online anymore. I can just be myself, you know? And to be honest, I know some of my coworkers might watch this, but I still play computer games. Yeah, fuck you. But if I could give anybody advice, anybody who's maybe struggling with, like, online addiction or, like, online gaming addictions and weight, it would just be to combine the two, you know? Start trying the things that you're doing online in real life, because chances are they're probably really fun. Don't take my advice on that. If you're killing people online, I'm not the one who told you so. I'm telling you to go, like, climb ropes and shit, alright? Climb a mountain, go for a hike, run barefoot, do what you gotta do, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to say that you've been living the life you were given to the fullest, you know? And the goal at the end of the day should be for you to be able to say, yeah, I got that experience under my wing. Yeah, my hit points might be a little bit diminished, but fuck it, I leveled up, right? You leveled up today. So yeah, that's my story of how computer games kind of fueled my weight loss. And if you like this video, I mean, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you want to hear more about my computer game boring life. Gotta fix this weave, if you know what I mean. Yeah, just maybe if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, if you have any questions for me, please leave a comment below. If you want to know anything about my online gaming, questions below, you know, we're going all in right now. Nothing to lose. Alright. Bye! Deuces. Have a nice day.